Hey guys, welcome to the finale of Let's Play Sonic and the Black Knight. I have a special guest here to help me fight the final boss.
Hey there guys, I am Sonicus and I'm gonna join Matt for fighting this boss. This questionable boss.
Yes, this questionable boss. Today we're taking on the Dark Queen. After forming the barrier around Dark Hollow, we have to go in and fight the final boss. Cutscene time.
Yay.
I've been expecting you.
You have?
Of course you have.
Just one question before we settle this. Why'd you do it?
Oh, I remember. This was the cutscene you have to pay attention to the one part in the very beginning of the game. This is where it comes in right here.
I actually mentioned something about that in the first episode.
Do you know what is to become of this kingdom?
Beats me.
Lancelot and Gawain's rift shall doom the Round Table. Arthur is struck down.
I'm guessing that's what actually happens in the book, doesn't it?
I think. I haven't really read the book myself, so it's hard to tell.
I've read a little bit of it.
This was to be our ideal world, but it will not last. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table will end in ruin. The King Arthur my grandfather Merlin created led to nothing but mistakes. But I can succeed with the power of the scabbard, creating a kingdom that
Now,
never
I don't
ends.
understand. Yep, there it is.
That's the plot. The plot device. The plot device from the very beginning of the game.
With the
It symbolizes ending.
Yeah.
What good is a world that goes on forever?
My soul
That always got me. I mean, it's something they kind of just throw in there.
Yeah.
Didn't make too much sense, but
This whole scene doesn't really make sense that much.
No, and I don't want to.
I hate to say it, but I didn't understand the ending of this cutscene here.
Your efforts are futile.
yeah, same here.
It's kind of choppy a little bit. And this is where Sonic is beating the crap out of.
Yeah, this one he can't win. And this is when she basically gets her new powers and forms into something else.
Yep.
And there goes Caliber.
Knight must always be on his guard.
Wait for it.
And
In
Caleb
half.
is cut in half. He's dead. No.
No!
I
I can just shank you with this thing.
And now Sonic's out for revenge.
He doesn't give up either.
No.
That's how Sonic always was. He just never gives up.
It is time to end this.
Yeah, that honestly looks really menacing.
It does. Now he's getting the pulp bean out of him. Come on.
Now, this part right here, I'm not sure. I don't understand this part, really. No, it's not this part. It's not.
You've done enough.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot this is the part where he's like,
No, Sonic! There is no point in continuing!
A knight never flees his foe.
yep,
right?
he takes
That's
what
right.
Caliburn told him and applies it to this. Yeah, Caliburn said that like at the beginning of the game.
Fool! This no longer has
Yes.
anything to do with chivalry. Get out of there! Run! It was never about chivalry for me. I just gotta do what I've gotta do. That's all.
Yeah, you tell them.
Yeah. And actually, this is like the music from Sonic Adventure 1, really.
In a way, it was.
This part doesn't make sense. Steve.
No.
Here comes
Ah, here he comes. Of course,
First
in the
one.
finale.
Yeah.
Now, this part, it doesn't make too much sense about the swords combining like that.
Yeah, really.
3 powers of their swords, all 3 of them combined.
And
do this.
Instead of going into super mode, he goes into a different form.
This is basically the equivalent of Super Sonic in this game. It's basically the same thing.
This is Excalibur Sonic.
And now he has a lifesaver.
Pretty much. He actually looks pretty cool in this form, though.
He does. And now Calibur has transformed into Excalibur.
The sword that King Arthur had in the book that he pulled out of the stone.
This is it. The final battle.
The Dark Queen.
You would not understand, nor could you.
Now this
understand.
boss is kind of
That's why I
different
must do
than
what I must
any boss
do.
you've actually fought before, because like any traditional Sonic game, the last boss is in a form that you never did before. So
Very true. This is kind of the same way in a way, but it at the same time it feels very similar to how King Arthur fought out.
yeah. Well, anyways, what you need to do at the very beginning is she has a barrier up, and you need to destroy it before she attacks you. And then watch the shaking of the Wii remote to shake it right when it needs to, and attack those blue orb things.
Yeah, that'll fill up your soul gauge, and trust me, you're
Now-
gonna need a good soul gauge.
Here's something that not a lot of people know. Do perfect combos on this during the stage. What you need to do is briefly pause for like a moment, and then swing your sword. And then that causes you to have a perfect hit, because Excalibur's always glowing. So
It's hard to.
it's kind of
hard
tricky in
to
a
see.
way.
It is. I mean, you can't really tell the timing by looking at the sword. You just have to assume it.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can dodge with Z on the nunchuck and A button on the Wii remote. And that
Basically, Z's left, A's right.
but it makes you sort of invincible for momentarily.
Really useful for this fight.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known about the perfect hit when I did this, because that's a really useful strategy. I mean, look at this. The boss is almost dead. She's almost dead.
Yeah, really. I just actually learned how to do that just recently. I always was just going all out on people, and yeah, I took a hit there. Dang it.
And once you take a hit in this fight, you get reduced down to 3 stars, which is ridiculous. You have to do a perfect run to get a perfect score.
I didn't mention the music in the background of this song. This is actually sung by a don't quote me on this, I think it's a Scandinavian group. The song is called With Me. And we destroyed her.
Yeah, that quote that Sonic just said was directly from the books.
Yeah,
So,
I think Calibur said it, not Sonic. He said,
Wait,
there's
did he?
nothing that Excalibur can't cut through. Yeah, that was from the book. I know that for sure.
yeah, that was what I'm talking about.
Dang it, this is only 3 stars because I got hit one time. This stupid orb hit me. Ugh.
I know, you can't even see some of them half the time.
Yeah. Oh well.
Not that much stuff unlocked this time.
Yeah. I got 2 brooches, though, that greatly reduces chance of getting frozen or poisoned. So,
That's pretty good. Unfortunately, now we're done with the game.
done with the game, so, yeah.
Dang.
Merlina, every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest.
Hence, the song in the background is called Live Life.
At least that's what I figure.
Grandfather.
And Nash just realizes her wrongs.
Yeah.
Well done.
And for some strange reason,
Thanks
Caliburn's
to you
unscathed
guys.
now.
You can say that again.
Yeah, back to life.
Yep.
Think King Arthur was
This part
but
right
an
here is
illusion.
confusing.
The Knights of the Round Table must
If you
not
listen closely
despair.
to what they say.
What foolishness is this?
I'll say.
What are you saying then?
Have you forgotten who I am? I am the sacred sword Caliburn. I am the one who decides who is worthy of the crown.
Yes, that's right. And guess who it is?
Then you?
Yep.
You are the one and true King
Yep, Sonic is King Arthur.
Just because he pulled the sword.
Huh? Hey!
Now, I didn't understand that at first, and now upon retrospect of everything that happened, yeah, it makes sense now, because Sonic did pull Caliburn out of the rock, which no other man could.
Yeah, and how the book tells it, the legend says, if you pull that sword out of the rock, you're named King of the Kingdom.
Yep, exactly. And with that, we finished Sonic and the Black Knight. Yay!
And it's the true ending this time.
This is the true ending this time. I had fun doing this LP. I did this originally for a friend who requested this. Their name is Japan 1994 Lover, and they never saw the gameplay. And I was like, well, it's a short enough game. I can put it in my schedule. So, and as you guys could tell, it only took 13 parts to complete this game.
Yeah, it is a short game. It's supposed to only take you about 3 hours at the most.
A lot of people asked me, they're like, where can I find this? Well, if you go to Best Buy or your local Best Buy, it's only $20. That's because, well, like I said before, this game was kind of rejected in the Sonic community. That and the storybook series itself came to a close after this game.
Yeah. Well, we can see kind of why because of the fans' reactions.
Yeah.
It was too negative for it to continue. But this game's also cheaper because it wasn't selling all that well, and then Sega realized that, so they decided let's drop the price so people can buy it.
Mm-hmm.
They do it all the time.
You said that you went out and bought this as soon as I started the LP, didn't
Well, after I watched a couple of episodes, because, yeah, the point Matt just made doing this for a friend, it made sense. You don't see too much footage from this game when people complain about it. You just hear them nitpicking at times. Like, some of the stuff fighting enemies, you can just jump over them.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a problem at all.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't mind this game at all, as much as people hate it. And I don't understand why they hate it. There's no good reason why they hate it. Honestly.
It's more just of how it's approaching how Sonic is, and people just react to that only, not of how the game plays out. Of course, it's for kids.
For kids!
Get out of here.
Oh, gosh. But yes, this is another Crush 40 song for you guys. The song is called Live Life, and I really like this song.
Yeah, Crush 40 is a really good band.
Mm-hmm. But yes, if you guys want to, I would definitely recommend you guys go pick this game up. It can get frustrating at sometimes, like some of the missions are just too dang tough. Like I mentioned earlier that one of the extra missions, I mentioned to Lester, that one of the extra missions, you had to use a kick move during Soul Surge. And what you do for that is you had to shake the nunchuck instead of the Wii remote whenever you're in Soul Slash during a kick, in the air. I'm like, you never introduced this concept at all.
It's just one of those things they expect you to find out about your own, just experiment with the game. I hate when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
The one mission that was giving me a bunch of trouble, though, is... It's one of those bonus missions you probably did the last episode, but it was the mission where you have those enemies that you had to kill about 12 enemies and lob them in the air. That took me 20 minutes just to do that one mission.
Yeah.
It was impossible.
It wasn't until I realized, what was it? Just recently that there was a counter on the top left-hand screen that told you how many enemies you killed.
I saw that. As soon as I got the 12, I was like, oh, I got the 12, I'm getting the heck out of here, and just ran right to the goal. It was that frustrating.
Yeah, this game can get frustrating, like I said, but then again,
Well,
Sonic and the
a lot
Secret Rings was the same way.
A lot of the frustrating missions you actually don't have to do. They're optional. So if you get too frustrated, just skip them.
Yeah, you don't have... Like I said before, I'm not gonna do all the optional missions because they're just too frustrating. I decided on it, and I was like, should I do it for bonus episodes? But no, I'm done with the game, so I'm done with the game.
Yeah.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna show you one bonus episode after this. It's an optional boss that a lot of people have trouble with, and yeah, you'll just see it here in a little bit.
That'd be interesting to watch.
And Lester knows what which optional boss I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that boss is ridiculous. Ugh.
All I gotta say is, why so difficult?
Why is so difficult? And presented by Sega. No other person. No other company can present a Sonic game, so.
True.
Except Super Smash Bros.
Yeah,
So,
for
yeah,
now.
that's
Anyways, this
it.
is the epilogue.
To think I was called in to be part of the tale of King Arthur. But I gotta tell you, It was no picnic.
Aren't you forgetting something?
No.
What? All the action? All the excitement down to the wire? But man, would have thought I was the real king.
Yeah, it was a big shocker at the end.
That's the lamest excuse ever. You just forgot about our
Wait, they're
date.
dating? What?
No,
Okay.
it's true, I tell ya.
The original, at the very beginning, they didn't really tell you that. And if you look at the manual, it'll tell you it.
You get back.
Sonic got transported during the middle of a date with Amy.
Well, he's probably just like, oh, thank you for transporting me now.
Well, anyways, look at all the stuff that we unlocked for beating the game. Holy
There's a lot of extras.
yeah. But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. So, guys, this has been Let's Play Sonic and the Black Knight. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever I'm doing. So,
See
bye
you guys
for now.
then.